Hey guys, Courtney Epps here with another episode of Why You Would Be Brain Dead Not to Be a Network Marketer. So this is going to be a great time. I've got my friend Robert here, and I want Robert to just share who he is in the world, what his background is, and why he saw network marketing as a viable opportunity on top of everything else that he's got going on.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure I'm a normal kind of guy. I'm a chemical engineer. I worked for Exxon for 25 years, the big bad oil company.
Wow.
And then I quit that to become a high school track coach for $2,000 a year. It was during the dot-com kind of run-up, and I was doing day trading. Thought that would last forever, so I'd be able to do my passion and just be a track coach. Did that for a little bit and became the head coach at Pepperdine University eventually. And unfortunately, at Pepperdine, my sports, track and cross country, they were the minimally funded, non-scholarship sports, and I really wanted to win. And I got involved with Tony Robbins and Platinum Partners and got a chance to talk to Tony a little bit about that. And he advised me that the only way he knew that I can raise the kind of money that I needed to build a championship program was to find an MLM that I'm really passionate about and that was early on. And in the Platinum Partners, there's a bunch of people making more money in a week than I do in a year. And I do pretty well. And I said, I've got to find one of those. So that's kind of how I went into it. And it's been a blast. I never expected all the other benefits that would come up.
Wow. I love it. And, and you're a tennis coach. And, I played tennis all through high school. My 10th through 12th grade year wasn't that great. I was telling somebody yesterday, I spoke to a couple of WNBA coaches, and I literally scored like 4 points my whole entire career in basketball. So I'm much better at running my mouth than I am at playing sports. But there's always, people to go around, right? You got to have the best of both worlds. So, what I love and why I love Robert, honestly, I think the first time we met each other at a Tony Robbins event, you came up to me and gave me one of those pens that you have right now. And you said, and I'm going to just let you share kind of what your thoughts are and why you give those out.
Okay. Well, actually, by the way, I'm a track and cross country coach. So I like tennis.
That's right. I'm sorry. Track and cross country. That's right. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's okay. And this also came from the Tony Robbins world. In Date with Destiny, you develop your purpose or mission in my life. Yeah. And mine was really long. It was very corporate-y. And the trainers are always saying, shorten it, shorten it, shorten it. Yeah. And then 2 years ago, finally, it dawned on me that my purpose in life is to love contagiously. Mm-hmm. Don't you really use the word contagiously right now for the last 3 months, but that was it. And then a couple of weeks after I got back from that event, I was back here in Southern California, and we had a Platinum Partners get together to make some gift baskets for a battered women's shelter. And the lady that was hosting it had a bowl full of these buttons, the love buttons. So I thought that was just a sign. So I grabbed a big handful, put it in my cargo pants, and then started passing them out. My goal was to give out about 3 a day, so 1,000 a year. And I've exceeded that. In 2 years, I've given out about 7,000 now. Mm-hmm. And it's just sort of my thing. And like I probably did to you, and probably shouldn't do this, but I just walk up to people and say, can I give you some love? And some people look at me and go, yeah. Other people look at me like, I'm not sure about that. I go, it's just a button. It's just a button. But I'm having fun with it.
I love it. And, and you have such an amazing heart, and you can see that. And, we've talked so much, and we've talked so much recently, just in the last couple of months, of working with people to help them provide a purpose in life. Right. And I think now is the best time to talk about, like, we need to help people find a bigger purpose so that they can wipe out their problems. So their problems become like lesser. And, and I think that can truly bridge the gap of what's going on in America today, is that we can focus on a bigger mission. And that's truly, you have done a great job of that, is just sharing love everywhere. I don't know that I could go around and just hand out buttons, but I can go around and talk about taxes all day long.
You sure can. You do a wonderful job doing that.
Thank you.
I remember the first time I saw you do that, I was just so excited. I came up to you and asked, how many books can I buy? And I think you had like 54 of them. I took them all.
Yes, that's right. We actually first met at the Les Brown events. I was speaking at UCLA, and you walked up to me, and you just gotten involved in a network marketing company, right? And you wanted to buy all of my books. And it was so great. It was such a great feeling for me. You know, people don't realize how much impact that you can truly have on their life. And when you walked up and bought all of those books, I'm like, man, I'm like a big deal. You know, I'm like
a big deal.
But it's so great. And it's, you know, that personal growth and development world is so crucial, especially today's, you know, day and age. But, you know, what I've found, which is really great, you know, and I just want to be very blunt and honest. I'm not in network marketing. And the reason why I share and why I'm doing what I'm doing is to teach people and help educate them on why people are better off to have some sort of network marketing or home-based business. And the reason why I love network marketing, and you know, I want Robert to kind of share why he loves it, why he's been a part of it. And we're not talking about company specific. We're not even necessarily talking about industry specific, but it's literally a way for a couple $100, typically in most companies, for you to get started, for you to learn the business skills that you need in order to build a business, for you to get around the right people. And that's crucial all in itself. And then on top of that, it's a massive tax benefit. So that's why I share it, is because I see it as the way the world was working before the pandemic. 46% of Americans didn't have an extra $400 to their name. And 69% of Americans didn't have an extra $1,000 to their name. So at the end of the day, something was not working. That's why there's so much student loan debt and credit card debt. And so I saw network marketing as a way to help people free up money so that they could have more in life, so that they could then live more and they could give more. And at the end of the day, I think this is what life is all about, is to be able to have more, to be able to help more, to be able to live more, and to be able to give more. So just share with us, you know, just Robert, why you decided, you know, I know you talked about Tony, but what have you experienced in the network marketing space? Have you experienced, like, is it good? Is it bad? I mean, like, tell us what you think about it, and how you feel about why people should be in this industry.
Yeah. Well, my good friend, Matt Morrow, he's one of kind of the superstars in the business. And I got to know him over the last year. One of the things that he tells me, and I didn't realize this, that network marketing's really personal development with an opportunity attached.
That's
and
true.
I just every day I'm learning, and it's just been a fantastic thing. The other thing that we know is that you become the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And that has been huge. The 5 people I've associated myself with in network marketing are just brilliant. One of them owns 2 islands from it. One of them's written one of the best-selling books. One of them made $2.4 million last year. And then this couple, they're making close to $100,000 a month right now after 6 months of the startup of this company. It's just crazy, insane. And they're willing to share and talk with you and love on you. And they've been really great mentors to me, so that I could do the same thing for the folks that I've enrolled. And one of the things that I do that's kind of fun is you know, Charlie's Angels. So every morning I send out a note and say, "Good morning, angels and kings." And they say, "Good morning, Charlie." So I'm just having the time of my life with it. It's just fun.
And that's the great part about it, is like you get to hang out with the like-minded individuals. And I think, you know, what I want people to get from this is that we're not in any way knocking W-2 employees. I'm not saying you shouldn't be a W-2 employee. Robert was a W-2 employee, right? But what I want you to understand is there are 2 tax systems in our country. There is one that was created to steal your wealth away, whether you believe that or not. I will make you understand it in just a second. But That is the W-2 employee system. The second tax system, that system was created to provide wealth for you. And so that's the business owner system. Now, I'm not saying leave your day job. I'm not saying not be a W-2 employee. What I'm saying is you need to add some sort of home-based business. And so by doing that, what business owners are really doing on a daily basis is generating economy. We're making more money. So guess what? Guess what happens when that works? You create jobs. And guess what? When we create jobs, that's less people on unemployment. So and now that's more people actually paying taxes. So if it makes sense to you that if you go out and you create more economy, you're putting money, driving money through the economy, you're providing for more employees, and then those employees then pay the taxes, it makes total sense that a business owner is going to always be better off than a W-2 employee. And so what that looks like is that as a W-2 employee, you make money and you pay taxes. You don't get to decide. And at the end of the day, you can buy some of your wants and needs, whereas a business owner, they make their money. They get to deduct a lot of living expenses and redirect those into business expenses, meaning that their net income, they're only paying taxes on what's left over. And so they can buy a lot more of their needs and their wants because they're paying less taxes. That's why Amazon paid $0 in taxes, right? In 2018, and this year, I think they paid $0 in taxes as well. And the reason why is because they bought a ton of vehicles. So here's a couple things I want you guys to understand. By being a business owner, and network marketing is a great way to do it. You could literally put 3 to 5 hours a day for 3 to 5 days a week, 45 minutes a day, 3 to 5 days a week, and you are attempting to earn an income per the IRS. And what does that look like? It looks exactly like what me and Robert are doing, opening our mouth and telling people what we're doing. So I just happen to be an accountant. I'm not in network marketing, but because I'm attempting to earn an income, I'm sharing with you how you do it. Hey, Robert, I'm Courtney. I own OTB Tax. I'm always looking for clients in the accounting world. If you know somebody, let me know. Guess what? I just attempted to earn an income. That's what that looks like. So what we've created in the network marketing space is a way to develop certainty. Like, it doesn't matter if someone tells you that this is right for them, or, they could say, you know what, Courtney, I think you're going straight to hell or jail. Now I'm gonna look at them and say, you just don't understand the system. You don't understand the business owner system. This is what I'm trying to educate you on, is that you have massive tax deductions by just opening your mouth and sharing with someone what you're doing. Now from there, meals, mileage, cell phone, internet, you can write off business use of your home, and no, it does not trigger an audit. As much as somebody wants to tell you that, in the 19 years that I've been a tax preparer and a tax strategist, not one person has ever been audited for having a home-based business. So I just want to make that very clear. The other thing is things like travel. So, I met Robert in LA. I was in UCLA. It was my first time ever in UCLA. I got asked to speak. Les Brown actually asked me to speak at his event. It was my second speaking engagement ever, and Les Brown asked me to speak at it. And so my flight there was a tax deduction. If it had cost me money to go to that event, because I was there to grow my business, that was a tax deduction. But guess what? It was also growing my mindset at the end of the day. And then on top of that, my Uber driver, he went like completely out in the wrong direction, and it cost me about $40 more. But the Uber drive was, a tax deduction. My meals were a tax deduction. So, you get to go hang out with people like Robert. I think we've been to 4 or 5 different Tony events.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're lots of fun, but guess what? They're 100% tax deductible because we are attempting to earn an income while we're there. We're sharing with people what we're doing. And we're also we're not even personally developing, because that is actually not a tax deduction. Continuing education is a tax deduction. So if while we're at a Tony Robbins event, to learn about continuing education and to grow our business, and we happen to get personal development along the way, then it's a tax deduction. So, you know, I hope that makes sense to everybody. It's a fun way to build a business. You create these ecosystems and connections with people you'd never be able to create, because one of the things that you do get the advantage of network marketing I miss is time. Like, you have a lot of time to go and spend with people. So tell me what, I know you just recently moved like on the ocean, right?
Yes.
I'm
And
coming
I had a leadership retreat here.
Oh my gosh.
Where some people came in, they stayed in my guest room, and we had a 4-day leadership retreat just talking about our network marketing program.
I love it. And see, that's business use of your home at its best. See, guys, this is the way it works. So his now home on the ocean is partially tax deductible because he has people in his home and is sharing what he's doing. So, you know, whether that is an event where you are prospecting, whether that is a training event that you have people come over to, so he can actually write off a percentage of his house that he's using. And there's something really cool called the Augusta loophole. And what that looks like is that for 14 days a year, you can write off what it would cost for your entire house. So let's take a same location, and let's say it's at a hotel, and maybe it's $1,000 a day for you to be able to rent that out. Because I mean, it would cost a lot of money to get a place on the ocean, right? Yep. And so you can actually pay yourself for 14 days a year that rent, and there's no taxes on it. Huge, massive tax deduction. So now everybody can go get a place on the ocean and start having continuing education events there, or having people come over and share with them what they're doing. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Like, education is key, and understanding what we're trying to do. And I think it's funny. I have people all the time, they'll tell me like, well, my wife, she's in network marketing and she's actually costing us money. And I'm like, let me explain to you what your wife is doing, buddy. You know, and I really talk to them that way, because I'm like, you don't understand. On paper, your wife is showing a loss, but your wife is now being able to write off her meals and mileage and cell phone and internet. And guess what? Those products she was going to buy anyway, those are now can become a tax deduction depending on how you work those products. And so at the end of the day, you can hire your kids, and your kids can work for you, and you can pay them. That saves me $28,000 a year to hire my kids and have them work for me. And they pay for their stuff, right? So all of these things become a huge tax deduction. And on paper, it looks like you had a loss, but guess what that does? That offsets against your income and actually saves you money on your hard-earned income. So she's actually now being able to redirect your living expenses and turn those into business expenses by having a home-based business. And here's what I know. If you attempt to tell enough people what you're doing, like you have talked to 7,000 people about those love buttons, right? Yep. And giving those out. If you had talked to 7,000 people and told them what you were doing, imagine how massively successful you would be, because you're giving those buttons out because you love people. Mm-hmm. And you care about them, and you want to help them, and you're a massive nurturer. I can already tell. Like, you are so good at it. But if you take it to another level, imagine the people that you sat down with, or that you shared that love button with, that you could have shared a business opportunity with, that truly needs it, because we don't realize what people are going through in their life, you know? Yeah. And so, I mean, I love, and I've talked a lot, so I'm going to let you share, Robert. It's very amazing to be a part, not be a part, but be a part of the ecosystem that is network marketing today.
Well, one of the things that you've said, and I think, you know, when you're first starting out, like, I'm relatively new to this. I'm surrounded by really wildly successful people, but everyone's got to have someone like you, or have you.
Yeah.
to really, really be involved in an integral part of the business, because it's scary. You know, those rumors are out there. I don't want to get audited. I don't think I've done anything wrong ever, but I don't want that experience. And so to have someone kind of magical like you is huge, and people have to find it. And, you know, I'd recommend they talk to you and your folks there, because that's a big deal. But the other thing is that, you know, especially for me, I'm in this new company for like 5 weeks. I'm making really good money. I'm going to be able to pay for this place on the ocean.
That's
And so I'm going to really need some tax deductions, because it's going wild and crazy.
Exactly. And you know, and I think there's so many people out there that just do not believe that network marketing is a viable opportunity. And that's another thing that I'm trying to get through to people, is that, you know, not everybody's going to make money in network marketing, but not everybody's going to make money in business either.
Yep.
And it's all about drive and determination. And I just said this on my last live, and I think it's very, very crucial for people to understand, is that it doesn't matter what education you're in. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your color is. What matters is the drive and determination to have a better life, and the willingness to be coachable and teachable and a pleasure to work with. I mean, I really think those are the 3 keys. And if you can do that and listen to people who are not better than you, who have just like been in it a little longer than you, who have had success. And that's what, you know, I wish that there was something like that in the real business world. You know, I've been fortunate to be a part of a brick and mortar location. I'm now, you know, sitting in my 6,000 square foot facility, but I built my accounting practice back from scratch after losing my business 10 years ago. And I built it at home. And I actually had to relocate in September when code enforcement came in and said, you can't have 13 employees working in your house. And I'm like, why not? Like, I don't want to go anywhere. So, you know, I created this world that we homeschooled our 6 kids, and we were with them every day. And, you know, and we didn't have to spend a lot of extra money to build a business. And, you know, and that's very beneficial. And my children got to see every single day what we were doing and how we were working our business. And, you know, it's just instrumental, guys. Like, you can make money doing a lot of things. There's not a lot of things you can make money on. Spend time with your kids, be at home with your family, and provide a legacy for your family when you leave this earth. And, you know, that's one thing I'm building. I'm building my accounting practice, and I'm creating a legacy. But it's hard. It's hard when you have 25 employees and 6,000 square feet. You've got to build all these systems. And the network marketing industry, they give it to you. It's like, here you go. Like, here's all you need. Like, here's your little business in a box. Go for it. You know, if you make money, that's great. If you don't, you get massive tax deductions. And at the end of the day, you're going to meet some of the most amazing people on the planet.
Yeah. You know, that's you know, I was in the corporate world for the first 25 years. I had no clue what network marketing was. And I was in what I thought was a great corporation. They did a lot of personal development. I learned a lot from working there, but I worked a lot of hours and didn't see my family a lot. And one of the reasons I left to become a high school coach was that I could see my kids, I could coach them. And now, you know, finding and discovering this network marketing, it's kind of like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. You're only successful if you help the people that you enroll are successful. And it just fits, you know, a kind of a coach's personality and in my personal personality that, you know, I wish I'd discovered it a long time ago, although you shouldn't wish those kinds of things, but I discovered it at the right time. And now building a team of just beautiful souls and able to help people and change their lives and their lifestyles. Yesterday, I met a prospect, a woman that's just really had some hard things in her life. And just kind of helping her out and sharing this with her, this opportunity, and getting her involved and asking some of our upline people who are just brilliant to help out. And I know we're going to change her life. And, you know, that's what it kind of boils down to. Just like what you do, you change people's lives. And when, you know, your 6 human needs are aligned with growth and contribution and love and connection, like you and I probably are, it's like, not only is it a no-brainer, it's a like, let me run and get after this thing.
That's so true. And, you know, I think when you start working on, and you don't need money. I'm not saying I don't need money. So please understand that. What I'm saying is that the after effect is money. Like we're focused on helping other people. And that could be to make extra money. That could be to find the right product or service that they need to help them and their family. But the byproduct from that is making money. And when you focus and help enough people get exactly what they want, you'll automatically get what you want. And that's been my biggest saying, you know, by Zig Ziglar forever. And, you know, I just love that aspect. So connecting on another level. And I think here's what I want to get out of this conversation. If you are in network marketing and you are not sharing with people what you're doing, I want you to understand that in this country, things are going to get a little bit worse. Hopefully not much worse. But what I want you to understand is there's some statistics that hit me really hard 2 years ago. And this is why I share the network marketing industry. And those statistics are that the average household income is $60,000 a year in America. And the taxes that you'll pay off of that $60,000 is about $14,000. So that's the average taxes. And then the take home from that is $46,000 a year. But the problem is that the average cost of living in America is $53,000. So what that means is that the average household family of 4 is going in debt $7,000 a year to work 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year to take 2 weeks paid vacation. Well, the person that you are having a conversation with and not necessarily maybe sharing, you know, the idea because you're scared that they're not going to join you, or you're scared that they're going to think you're crazy, or you're scared that they don't have the extra money to get involved. I was one of those people. I was in a broken place in my life when I got involved in network marketing. My parents had to pay for me to join. And I built a team of 900 people. I made it to the top 1% of that company. And that company catapulted me to the next company that I went to. I had some issues with upline, and that happens sometimes, just like it happens in business. There's good and bad people everywhere. And I moved to another company. I made it to the top 1% in that company within literally 4 months' time. And that's what catapulted my accounting practice. See, I was indirectly building my accounting practice while I was building my network marketing business. But when I came to that company, I had $428 in my bank account. And the company that I was joining cost $421 to get started.
Wow.
And most people, had I been a W-2 employee mindset, I would have said there's no way that I could possibly get started in this company. And because I was an entrepreneur mindset, I said, there's no way we're going to be homeless in the next month if I don't figure out a way. Because see, for a long time, I was scared to death to become a professional again. When I lost my business 10 years ago, it did a number on me, and I was scared to death to go out and become a full service accounting firm again. And so I got involved in network marketing, fell in love with it. And I was like, I'll just do that. That'll be easier, right? It's much better to talk about network marketing than it is to do tax returns. I mean, yeah, come on. It's a lot more fun to speak and run your mouth than it is to do taxes.
But the way you talk about it is pretty exciting.
Exactly. Well, you know, and what's crazy about it is that had I not put forth that money, I would never have made it to the top 1% in that company. I would never have had the influence that I had in the network marketing industry to go out and build a speaking platform, to build my, you know, to become an international or an author, to become an international speaker, and to become a tax strategist. Like, it all was rebuilt again through the network marketing industry indirectly, you know, and that's because, one, I was getting the personal growth and development. I was getting around the right people. I was having a good time along the way. And then one thing led to another. And it was like, I heard those statistics and I said, you know what? I can never go back to network marketing. I have to share this with everybody. I don't ever want to feel like someone can't share me with their downline or can't share me with their sidelines or their company because I'm a competition. And I just wanted to work alongside and just teach people and educate them along the way that this is a great, valuable opportunity. And right now, there's never been a better time than to find something, find a plan B. And, it might not be network marketing for you. It might be affiliate marketing. It might be, but you might want to come and work for me and be a tax preparer or a bookkeeper, so
therapist.
Or yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, whatever you're passionate about is what we want you to start sharing with people. And you find amazing leaders that are willing to help you get to where they have gotten. So, Robert, I know we've spent, 30 minutes here. I would love for you to just share, you've been into the Tony world longer than I have, and personal growth and development. And I just got involved 3 years ago, and I went to one event, and it changed my world forever. And so just share, kind of last words on whether it's network marketing, whether it's just life in general. So just share whatever your last thoughts are.
Okay. So my first enrollee in this company is a friend that I met actually at Date with Destiny, Tony's World, called Kenna. And she was an attorney, and she makes $450 an hour. But she was kind of not really happy with life. And I think she did this just, because we just connected and she wanted to have some fun. And last month, she was the number 1 or number 2 enroller in our whole new little company. But the thing that she says is the thing that she had no clue what would happen is the relationships and the friendships she's made, even during this time period when we're just connecting via Zoom. Yes. And she flew out from Indiana for this leadership retreat and met one of our upline people. They have become best of friends, and just connecting people like that and the love that's created, that's the kind of the culture that I create anyway. It's just been fun. And there's a few things I learned from Tony. And one is that everything is always happening for you, not to you. And that today is the best day ever. Again, I say that every single day. And today certainly was, because I got to speak to you on the StreamYard. I've never heard of that. Learned something new and get to see your smiling face.
Robert, I appreciate you so much. And you just like literally make me happy. You light up the room when you walk in. So, and I'm so grateful to be a part of, just a little part of, being a friend of yours and being a part of what you're doing. And, if I can help in any way, that's what this is all about, guys. This is, one of the things I see, people are so focused on competition, and it's like, we're just all trying to make it out here in life. And the goal is to help as many people make it as you possibly can. And there's a lot of people not making it right now. And there's a lot of people that you may go to and you may share this opportunity with, and they may see it and say, you know what, there's just no way. But what I typically find is that people say no because they can't afford to fail. And because they don't have that extra money. Like I said earlier, 46% of Americans don't have an extra $400 to their name. And that was me. I couldn't afford to fail. So I forced myself to succeed. I had to make it. But a lot of people, they don't have the skills to know that they can truly do anything in life that they want to do, as long as you put your mind to it. I truly believe that. Now, there's some that maybe we're given a little further along than others in life, but I mean, I truly believe that you can, in this world, decide and choose what you want to be. And I mean, every single day, I choose gratitude, whether something's bad in my life, whether something, has gone horribly wrong. That's what I choose. I choose to be grateful every day for what I have. And I'm grateful for you. I'm really grateful for you, Robert. And I thank you for your friendship. And I appreciate you being on this, why you'd be brain dead not to be a network marketer with me. And I look forward to hearing about your success every single month. You let me know how this is going. And I'm excited that you are excited. That's what's so fun. It's like we get to see there's amazing products and services out there in the world. And, you know, all you're doing is sharing with someone something that you're passionate about. And that's the way network marketing works. So I hope you guys have an amazing night. And thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you. And everyone that on my team's getting your book. I love you. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. And that's when my hair was brown, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go blonde. I changed it. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you. Have a great night.
Bye for now.